Hey, so I just got 25 sheets of polycarbonate, 4 feet by 8 feet by 0.03 inches. It's enough to make 1,000 face shields, and there's no way I'm going to be able to cut it all. So I'm going to show you how to do the cutting, and then I can farm this out. Y'all can do the cutting, and you can do some, maybe some processing, putting them together. So the first thing is, you've got your nice dining room table. Get a big piece of cardboard to cover it. Okay, now I know you may not have a big piece of cardboard. That's quite all right. This step actually doesn't damage anything, so don't worry about this part. Don't let your parents see it. Okay, so here's a piece of polycarbonate. This actually came off a roll 750 feet long. And one of the problems is the ends aren't square. So if I try to cut this right now, I won't get a square end here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab I have a carpenter square. So I'm going to check and see which one of these sides is cut best. And just based on what I'm seeing here, this is getting narrower. So this is the side where there's a bigger piece. So I'm going to come right there. Okay, so hey, I'm back. I had to go get a Sharpie real quick. And so now I'm going to draw a line on here, really close to the end, so I don't waste much. Okay, and so that line is perpendicular to that edge right there. And then I'm going to take my level, basically just a big long ruler right now, and line this up as best I can. This is probably the most important step because I need this line to be really straight all the way across. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark every foot on here. So I'll put this line right there into the square. Yeah, I know, you're not supposed to use, nobody really cares. Alright, so there we go. It doesn't matter here anyway. Yeah, I know a Sharpie's a big fat line. I've told you that many times. But it's okay for what we're doing here. Same thing on the other side, just marking every foot. And I go ahead and mark more than I'm going to cut because this makes sure that my line's going to be pretty much parallel as I go along. So okay, so I'm going to line that up and give it a cut, or give it a mark. There we go. Now I'm going to cut that. Just some tin snips here. You can do this with regular scissors. It's a little harder. Some heavy duty scissors will make it work. You might have to check. See if your mom's got any in the toolbox out in the garage. Or your dad, case may be. Being very careful. Actually, I've done this enough now that it comes out pretty good. Besides, these are the sides of the shields, and so they're not quite as critical to have square. Okay. So now I'm ready to start the next step. If you want, you could cut all of those at once. That's what I usually do, but not for the purposes of this. So now I actually would make sure you have a piece of cardboard. And I'm going to take my square. You can mark these off, but I've done this enough to know how to line this up. I want this to be 10 inches. And so that's 10 inches. You guys have watched me do this, some of you in the lab, and you're like, wow. So this is your chance. So that's 10. That's 10. That's 10. And I'm going to make this one 9 inches. And then this piece that's left over is somewhere between 9. It's 9.5 inches. So most of these are 10, but I've got 9.5 and 9 for the other ones, and that's fine. Some people, the faces aren't as long and stuff. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I need to cut this edge off. I could do this afterwards, but I should have done this before. Is that it's not that important for this to be perfect. Now, my definition of not perfect and yours might be a little different. Okay, that's scrap. Okay, this is when I would normally score it. So let's say I went through and I did my scoring. And so now, what I usually do is I peel off the side that's hard to peel. You can actually go ahead and peel both sides if you like. With a little practice, you'll figure out a good sequence to do this. Okay, so I've done that. Now I just need to snap these. Okay, so I got 5. And now I'm just going to trim the edge, the corners. I just round those off a little bit so that they don't catch on anything. And I just don't want it to be sharp is all. And you go, oh, it's not perfect. This is a pandemic. Kind of like one step short of the zombie apocalypse. So, there we go. And next step is I'll show you on a separate video how to assemble one of the shields. So, that's it.